Welcome back to our home build here in Mexico. It's been a couple of weeks since our last video and really not much has changed. In the previous video, we finished off the water lines and also got our electrical meter installed on the front of the house. Unfortunately, we still haven't been able to get the electric commission to come out, but hopefully this week we're able to go to the electrical commission and then have them come out here to run the electricity to our property. And then we can move on and have an electrician come in and install all of the electrical lines. But today we're going to take care of the dirt pile that's in front of the house. So let's get into it. So we're here in the bathroom where pretty much all of the water lines are done except for some of the shower ones, but we started bringing in all of this dirt into the bathroom. So as you can see, there's kind of some trenches in the ground. We need to bring it up to this concrete level here, or at least right below that where you see the blocks starting. So that's going to need to be the flat ground, because then eventually when we come in here and pour concrete, the ground level is going to be the top of that poured concrete. So we're going to be taking all of this dirt, bringing some more dirt in, and then just making sure these pipes are covered and the floor is level. So let's get started on that. Tired? Are you tired?
No.
I am. So I've kind of just been taking the wheelbarrows and dumping the dirt in the doorway and then pulling it out this way to kind of smooth out the ground level. Over here we had a pretty deep trench, so just been taking dirt to smooth that out and fill it in. We do still have quite a bit of a significant dip right around here, so just gonna keep taking dirt to fill that in and smooth it out. And then on this long wall of the house, as you can see, there's a bunch of the bricks exposed for the foundation. This concrete line is gonna be the ground level, so all of these broken pieces of bricks from when they needed to make the smaller end pieces, it's essentially just gonna be used as fill, so we don't have to use as much dirt. All of that is pretty much just gonna stay there, and we'll fill in the rest with dirt, just to get the ground level proper. It just needs to go right below this poured concrete line, I think. Obviously, we're gonna verify that when we go to pour the flooring for the house. For right now, eventually we're gonna get to that part. We do still have a bunch of leftover tubes and piping there that we'll have to move out of the way, but beyond that, we've been making really good progress with filling in all of the dirt. The bathroom over here is almost completely done. Just bear with me, it's gonna be a little bit dark. We started covering up all of the tubing and the piping and stuff. Obviously that's gonna be where the toilet is. That's gonna be the shower drain. We don't still have the final piece that we need to bring it up to the ground level, so we're kind of just not filling in those areas completely. But obviously once we have those final plumbing connectors, we can just fill in the rest of the dirt to bring it to ground level, but making really quick progress. So Monica, are you having fun moving all the dirt?
No.
We keep kind of switching. Filling that wheelbarrow and moving it is super tiring. Obviously I work at a computer all day, so I'm not the strongest, but my back hurts, but we're getting it done. We're definitely making progress on this dirt pile that's kind of been taking over the street for like 2 months, which luckily people don't complain around here, but we definitely need to get rid of this pile because it's kind of rude as fuck that we're taking up like half the street.
Also, we don't want it to magically disappear because we need the dirt for the insides.
Honestly, we're making so much progress that it's like, I don't know how much dirt we're gonna need. Because we think that we have to get some dirt, but kind of still working, moving some wheelbarrows, so I'm gonna get back to it. All right, so we dumped a bunch more dirt here in the doorway. Now we're kind of just gonna move it around, spread it out, filling in a bit of the deeper trenches. Welcome to Tree Update. Today is Sunday, February 15th, 2026. We're right in the middle of winter, and as you can see, the tree is still alive. The tree still has some green branches, and there's even some leaves hanging on for dear life. So real quickly, we're going to make sure this tree is nice and watered. This hose hookup doesn't have the best water pressure, so it's definitely taking a while, but at least we have running water. It's also off of the ground, so I have to hold it. This is not going very well. Okay, that's probably enough water. Ugh. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's edition of Tree Watch. Was it Tree Watch or Tree Update? I don't remember. So we just dropped the truck off at the workshop, and now we're heading home. Tomorrow's President's Day, so I don't work. So I think we're gonna come back tomorrow and move a little bit more dirt, but I think we did just about all we're gonna be able to get done today. I think we're both very tired.
Sí.
So now to go home.
Primero pones este va así, poquito así, este va así, ok, corta un pedacito así y otro, dos pedacitos, uno aquí y el otro aquí así, dos. No me da la dirección. Así, más o menos. Ok. Mira, aquí así.
Cállate, creo que también en la...
Start from here. So that was my first time pretty much doing it by myself. Obviously I've done this before with my suegro's help, and he also helped me figure out the alignment of the connections and the pipes, but this was definitely just kind of nerve-wracking doing this part on my own, but I think I got all of the angles matching up to the Sharpie marks we made, and we have the proper angle. This one's for the respirator for the bathroom waste pipes, and then it's gonna run up to the roof to allow fresh air into the pipe and just kind of cut down on any of the smells from the waste pipe running out. So this one's done, well, this part's done. Now we just need the pipe that goes up to the roof.
Entonces hasta aquí más o menos. Hasta ahí sí. Listo.
Wow.
Cuidado. No.
You suck.
No te apures.
Having fun shoveling dirt?
No.
We've definitely made really good progress on the dirt pile today. It's now all the way over here. It pretty much started somewhere over here. There was still quite a bit of dirt, so pretty much this whole area is free now, and now we just have this part here, so hoping to get this done, but definitely getting really tired. See? Today is Sunday, March 1st, and we've been filming for the past couple of weekends, but I haven't really been putting out any new videos over the past few weeks because we just haven't really been making a whole lot of progress. We've really just been spending the weekends moving all of the dirt that's been piled out in the front of the street, so it just really hasn't made sense to make a new video every single weekend when it's pretty much just been the exact same thing happening. Obviously, last weekend you did see that we did do the rest of the pipes for the respirators, for the waste pipes in the bathroom and the kitchen, but beyond that, it's really just been moving a bunch of dirt. But it's about 5 o'clock in the evening. We have a few hours till the sunset, so we've made a ton of progress on that dirt pile, and there's just a little bit left in the front, so we're going to go try to knock that out, so let's get into it. Now that we're finally done with the respirator going up to the roof, we no longer need to keep these pipes exposed. So I'm gonna take a wheelbarrow of dirt and just cover this one up. So this one's not going to be exposed anymore. Gonna take care of that right now. I think that's good enough for right now. And that's going to be all the work that we're going to be able to get done in this video. We accomplished all of our goals for this video, getting the dirt pile taken care of, as well as the respirators on the bathroom and kitchen waste pipes. A super big step that we've taken care of, and we can finally move on. Unfortunately, we are in a bit of a holding pattern right now. We haven't been able to get as much work done as we've been hoping. As you know, for the past few videos, we've been waiting on the electrical commission to come out and install their panel and a power line to our property. Unfortunately, they're not able to do that at the moment because they're claiming that we don't have the proper paperwork that we need, because we also need the city to issue us an official house number. The city also said that they're not working in this area at the moment, so we're still trying to figure out if there's a way we can work around that to get our contract done instead. We do think that our lawyer who's taking care of the paperwork for the property might be able to do something, so we're figuring that out, but hopefully we could get the official house number or the electrical contract so we can finally have power run and have an electrician come out to install all of the wiring for the house. But beyond that, before they're able to take care of running all of that wires, we do need to secure this property, so we are going to need to put bars on the windows and the doors so that people can't come in here and steal the electrical wiring, which you can always say they may do that, they may not do that, but we do just want to take the extra precaution and do that just in case. So, and then we are also flying back to California for a couple weeks to visit family and deal with some work stuff. So that's another thing we kind of need to figure out our schedule to work around, but we'll keep you posted on all of the progress that we're making, and we'll let you know our next steps. But thank you so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, definitely hit the like button and subscribe to stay up to date on all the progress we're making on our home build here in Mexico. And it also tells the algorithm that you enjoyed this video, and it will hopefully promote this video to more people so that more people can check out what we're doing here. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.